Guys, Robert here. First off, I'd like to apologize for the really bad audio quality. We're not professionals. We're teenagers. Anyways, today I'd like to do a quick overview of Genesis. We're going to try and do it in under 10 minutes, and it starts in 3, 2, 1. In the beginning, Yahweh created the heavens and the earth. He also created light, day, darkness, night, dry land, plants, animals, stars, the sun, the moon, a man named Adam too. He did all of this in 6 days, and on the 7th day, he rested. He established this day to be the Sabbath. Okay? Great. Yahweh decided it was not good for Adam to be alone, so he created the first woman, Eve. In the garden, there was one rule. Don't eat the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Unfortunately, Eve was tempted into eating the fruit and gave her husband some as well. Because of this, they were booted from Yahweh's garden. They had 2 children after this, Cain and Abel. Cain got mad because Yahweh appreciated Abel's sacrifice more than his, so he murdered his brother. You used a rock, not a pitchfork. That's better. Because he did this, Cain was exiled into the lands. Later on, Adam and Eve had another son, and he had a son, and there's a really big list of names that I'm honestly too lazy to read. Until we reached Noah. Now, in Noah's day, men were increasingly evil and had corrupted their lines, except for Noah. So, Yahweh chose Noah and had him build a huge boat thing to save Noah, his family, and the animals. So, Noah, his family, and the animals went into the ark, and the door was shut. Eventually, the flood waters died down, and man began to repopulate the earth, and there was another long list of names, #laziness. After that list of names, some men decided to build a tower to reach God. Bad idea. Yahweh threw them into a state of confusion by mixing up the languages, and there were more names. Yay. So, we're at a man named Abraham. Yahweh chose him and his line, called him out of his people, and made a very special covenant with Abraham. A covenant that would be fulfilled later on. Anyways, Abraham miraculously had a child in his old age, Isaac, and proved his loyalty to Yahweh in a way that you'll have to read to believe. Anyways, Isaac had 2 sons named Jacob and Esau. Esau was a wild hunter, but Jacob was a bit of a mama's boy, TBH. Anyways, Esau got mad because he sold Jacob his firstborn blessing frivolously, so Jacob flew and met his 2 wives, Rachel and Leah. After some trickery by the woman's father, they left and had many sons, 12 of them, and I refuse to illustrate them all, because I'm lazy, so here's a bomb. Anyways, trouble arrived when Yahweh gave the second youngest son, Joseph, dreams about him ruling over his brothers. His brothers got mad, said, "No way, Jose," and sold him into slavery and faked his death. Anyways, Joseph ended up being a slave in the house of the Egyptian palace guard chief, Potiphar. And, of course, trouble brewed, as Potiphar's wife started to flirt with Joseph, and, well, stuff happened. Joseph was falsely accused and thrown into prison. In prison, Joseph was well loved and interpreted 2 dreams correctly. So, one of the dreamers later remembered Joseph when Pharaoh was having an issue, and Joseph interpreted 2 dreams that Pharaoh had been having. He predicted that famine would come, and Pharaoh put him in charge of the Egyptian food stock, and all of Egypt itself. Okay, back to Joseph's brothers, who were sent during the years of famine to buy food. Joseph recognized them and tested them thoroughly. Eventually, Joseph revealed his true identity to his brothers and invited them to come live in Egypt. He completely forgave them for all they had done. Genesis finishes up with Joseph on his deathbed, making his brothers promise to bring his bones back with them when they leave Egypt. Wow, that was only 4 minutes. I thought it would be much longer. Sheesh, I'm fast. Anyways, drop a like, subscribe for more biblical content. Cheers.